Hi Pisces. This is your reading for June. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. If you have 12 house placements. I also did readings for the new moon. That was last Sunday on the live stream. If you want to see how those panned out for you, I mean, moon's cycles last 6 months, so that could be a while. I'm outside in my backyard. It's so pretty out, and it's like that perfect weather where it's not muggy. It's been really muggy the last couple of days. So it's my office, and I have a very quiet neighborhood. I don't know if anyone's listening to me, but if they are, then it's all love. I love my neighborhood. I love my neighbors. So let's look and see. We still have 2 planets in Pisces, Neptune and Saturn. And Saturn, as I speak, the moon is in Cancer, so trining your placements, early degrees of Cancer. And then we have a lot in Gemini, so squaring your placements. Pisces is probably getting a lot of action right now. And we have Venus in Gemini. We have Jupiter, the Sun, and Mercury too, but Venus in Gemini right this second is squaring the Saturn in Pisces. So that can want to bring like real action, responsibility, responsible actions to whatever it is that you desire to bring in, whether that's love or money or self-worth or whatever you want in abundance. And the moon is in Cancer, and Neptune is in Pisces at 29 degrees, and Mars is in Aries at 29 degrees. So we have 2 planets in their home sign at that anaretic degree, which can bring maybe a little conflict, all that Gemini energy. Which way should I go? You might be thinking about exactly how you want to execute, and you might execute and then overthink it later. It'll be very interesting to see who does what. All right, so let's see what the main subject is that we're going to talk about tonight. Temperance. Very interesting with that 29 degree. And let's just have a frank conversation with that 29 degree Neptune and Pisces. Sometimes it could be harder for sobriety or staying away from things that aren't good for you when Neptune is in Pisces. But of course, at that strong degree, it will go into retrograde July 2nd, and we'll get lots of truths and be able to see things clearly, but also just like not diving back into what's not good for you, or any kind of balancing act around that will feel easier. So if there's something that you've been trying to like keep really balanced, it could be a partner too. Sometimes we're trying to keep a partner from being self-destructive. That's really their journey, not yours. But let's see what else comes up here. The original definition of temperance was to abstain from alcohol. Does anybody else see like the flashing going on over here? This also happened in the Scorpio video. Might be a lightning bug, but I don't think so. It's really weird because like I'm on my porch. It's just other than those little lights. And I have a pretty big backyard. It's not like there's like a neighbor 5 feet that way. It's a big backyard. So, of course, during the Pisces reading. Okay. Let's get another card for this. We have the Judgment. So again, Cancer also got 2 major arcana. Judgment for me means like past, present, and future. It means understanding how to use what you've learned now to like tweak what future looks like, right? Because we meet all of these energies with free will. We meet the astrology with free will. We meet every decision with free will, but also these energies. So we have Temperance and Judgment. Both are with our eyes closed, right? Both of these cards, these people have their eyes closed and they're looking inward. Judgment for me also can be a celebration or a reunion. So in the original card, we kind of see like a rapture type scene, but like people being called home. And in some decks, it's actually called, that card is referred to as the calling. Um, so when I see Judgment, it also means like union, but it can also be like romantic union. When we have Temperance here, this could be hitting like a sweet spot of balance for you, Pisces. It feels it feels more like a calling to not try to make everything like so balanced, so perfect, and not drive yourself crazy trying to make up for somebody else's maybe deficit, or worried about if somebody's looking at your deficit. I'm I'm feeling like if you work through this Temperance energy with that 29-degree Neptune and Saturn and Pisces, right, which it'll stay for at least another year. Um, it's a good time to work on not over pleasing, having boundaries. And if boundaries are hard, Saturn and Pisces is a perfect time to put down soft boundaries. I just did a whole little video on boundaries. It's on TikTok. I'll take all my TikTok videos and put them on here, or you can go look in TikTok, um, about boundaries. Boundaries are coming up in everybody's reading right now. It's really interesting. Four Wands trying to come out. All right, so let's get some more clarification on this. The Hangman, yeah. I gotta say, Pisces, I feel like you're in between like relationships that you keep learning from and the relationship. And I feel like you're on the edge. I mean, you have so much going on in your chart right now between all that energy in Gemini. And that's all squaring, and then it's gonna move. So it's gonna be like challenge after challenge after challenge. And then, you know, everything is gonna move July 21st into Cancer. And then that's all gonna be the I love you more conversation with your placements. So all the last bit of boundary making, all the little last challenges, if you meet them instead of like I don't want to deal with this anymore, um, it's going to be really, I can feel it. I don't have the other cards yet, but I can feel it. I'm very kind of curious to see what's going to come out next. Wheel of Fortune. What happens after? What happens? 10 of Cups. I told you, I just feel like this is again and again. The Star. Could you have more major arcana? Okay. And the Hermit came out in reverse. We have the Moon in reverse. I am telling you, the full moon, when the moon comes out in reverse for me, it's a truth coming out, right? That Capricorn full moon and the Sun and Venus moving into Cancer and trining your signs. Major arcana, 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 and 1 10 of Cups. All the shit that's been going down, all of it. The Mars and Saturn and Pisces coming together, all of it. This is all I am telling you, you are in between relationships, and it's frustrating and it feels like a way station, but like the relationship is gonna come in. Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune. What else do we have for Pisces? Like very specifically love. Let me pull very specifically love. Okay. What flew over here? Five cards. We don't take that. That's a dump. You can, I don't. Oh my God, it's not that. Let's get okay. One card. King of Pentacles. Somebody's steady. Somebody you're not trying to save, somebody you're not trying to fix. So we have a Ten of Cups, King of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. Let's get a card for money. I like that Capricorn full moon for you. I actually love Capricorn and Pisces together, period. Let's get a card for money. This is the nicest reading of my life. Holy fuck balls. Ten of Pentacles. What's the advice for Pisces? I'm just going to take advice and call it a day. And the Hermit in reverse is just that. Wherever you haven't felt safe, you'll feel safe. I really feel like this happens for you after that Capricorn full moon and everything starts to move into Cancer. What's the advice? Did you all see that again? What's the advice? Okay. The Emperor. Okay. Now, normally I'm not a fan of this Emperor, but because it came as an advice card and because it came into Pisces as an advice card, um, you being in control of what happens as much as possible, understanding like your own power and your own everything you can do to empower yourself, which probably means stopping putting energy into whatever this is that you're trying to keep something perfect for somebody and it's not your thing to do, right? Learning and moving forward and having this like union, like having everything come in. You have to remember when they wrote those cards, like the judgment card, that calling would have been considered like, every people had rough lives. They felt like when they were called to heaven, that was their reward for everything. But to me, judgment now is about having the reward here. Understanding your power. This is the Emperor card. By the way, another major arcana. All major arcana, besides the Eight of Pentacles and two tens, which two tens make 20. Gemma talks about this too. It's about closing a chapter. And I said, I feel like stuff is moving. Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, the Star. You're in limbo right now. I know you are. And when it busts open, that I'm telling you, it's going to be the moon, the Capricorn full moon. Stuff's going to start busting open. Pisces, you have to read me comments. If you want to join membership, we meet a couple times a month. There's live streams, all kinds of benefits. All that stuff is in the description box. I go live on Sundays. My birthday special is coming. Leave me a comment. Let me know how this felt to you, especially if you feel like you keep being like in between. I just feel like you keep having situations where it's like, I don't need another lesson. I need a stable actual partner. But it's almost like each person lets you is a POV to see your growth. Because you don't realize how much you've outgrown old patterns and still until you experience those old patterns in someone else. And everything's gonna bust open. Oh God, please leave me a comment and keep me updated, Pisces. Beautiful reading. I love you, know you love you.